Welcome to this tutorial where we will be talking about dribbling moves and effective player control to help you score more goals. First, we will head off to the training ground to cover some basics. Here is how your player will move if you were to control him using only the left analog stick. Notice how easy it is for him to make turns. Now, half press your sprint button, which is usually R2 or the right trigger, for your player to move a little faster. You will notice that he is still able to control the ball fairly effectively. Next, fully press down your sprint button and your player will be running at maximum speed. Notice that this will make him less responsive to your inputs when you try to change direction. To dribble effectively, master the use of the sprint button and add in directional changes. Here is an example. You can see that Adama Traore is running with the ball at regular speed, and as the defender approaches, hold down your sprint button and make a sudden directional change, and this will help you beat the marker and run down the flank to deliver a cross in. Cross goes in there. We've seen that early. Here is another example. Song Kyo-min has the ball on the left flank and is running at regular speed. And once you see space, hold down the sprint button to cut in and take a shot on goal. Next, I'll be talking about speed burst, which is activated by double tapping the sprint button. This will prompt your player to knock the ball ahead a few steps and then run towards it. Use speed burst to move the ball forward quickly, or to cut inside the defender to take a shot on goal. Here's another example where I use speed burst to find space past the defender to take a shot. Now let's talk about finesse dribbling. It is activated by holding L2 or left trigger and then using your left analog stick to move your player around. You will see that your player will take 5 touches of the ball, and this will help you to maintain close control of the ball when there are defenders around you. In this clip, you can see that I used the L2 dribbling function twice to move past 2 midfielders and find space. In this clip, Frankie de Jong once again used finesse dribbling to move past a midfielder to find space, and you can also see that Goldie Hakpo was able to maintain close control of the ball with finesse dribbling even though there is an opponent close to him. Here with Douglas Lewis, I used finesse dribbling to have my opponent commit a tackle, and this allowed me to find space to launch my attack. Here with Vinicius Jr., I used finesse dribbling to cut inside the box and shoot. Now let's talk about true feint. This is executed by pushing your right analog stick in the direction that the ball is going in order for your player to either continue with the dribble or to make a pass or a shot. In this case, I push the right analog stick downwards so that my player can be in a good position to take a first time curler towards goal. In this example, I push my right analog stick left so that my player, Maxime Lestienne, can evade his marker to put in a cross. And here is another example. In this case, I push my right analog stick right so that Leroy Sané can continue his run down the right wing to put in a true pass for Kylian Mbappe. Next, fake shot and super cancel. Executing a fake shot or super cancel allows you to trick your opponent and helps you to find more space to take a proper shot on goal. This works as your opponent can see your shot input on their screen. They will overcommit in the direction that you are facing, and you can then take out space left behind by them to take a proper shot on goal. Use fake shots and super cancel to keep your opponents guessing. As you get better with dribbling, I would advise you to try byline cutbacks. Dribble down the byline and you will notice a teammate making space to receive a diagonal pass. Pass it to him and take a first time shot towards the opposite corner of goal. If you are able to dribble and make the pass, the likelihood of a goal is very high because the opposite corner of the net is usually unguarded. You will notice that defenders are hesitant in putting in a tackle for fear of giving away a penalty. This is to your advantage. This is not really a byline cutback, but I'm including it here as it is an amazing goal. Here we have Ritsu charging down the flank as well as along the byline before placing the ball past the keeper. In this clip we have Jesus Corona dashing down the right flank towards goal and somehow managed to score from a very tight angle. Now let's talk about dribbling feints. In this section, I will be showing you clips of me using feints to beat defenders and score a goal. First up is a crossover from Willian. He beats his marker and cuts in to score a curler. Next up is a double touch from Glenn Quack. You can see that the double touch allows him to beat his marker and find space for a pass. Next is Lacazette, who is able to evade his marker but unfortunately blasts the ball wide. Here we have Nabri, who successfully executed a chop turn but has his shot saved. Luckily, Gabriel Jesus was around. Here we have Huang Hee-chang executing what looks like a chop turn. It was successful and he manages to score as well. Next up, Gabriel Martinelli, who pulls off an outrageous 360 turn and a curler into the far post. Next up is Eden Hazard, doing a rainbow flick and then heading the ball past the keeper. Here Song Heung-min is clear on goal. He does a rainbow flick and then volleys it into the back of the net. And ending this off with a rainbow flick from Neymar. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you find this useful, and be sure to check out other tutorials to level up your game. I will see you in the next video.